Good morning students. Today this is the part 5th video of the same chapter number 2, Microorganisms, friend and the foe. Now all the topics I have covered related to microorganisms and whether they are friend and the foe for the us. Now you come to know about the points in which they are acting like just as a friends, and you also come to know in which way they are acting like a foe for the us. So today in this video the last topic which is pending, that is nitrogen fixation and the nitrogen cycle, you will come to know about it, what it is actually. So our today's topic is nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen, yes, you have heard this word nitrogen. Yes, the name of a gas only. And even you know that how much percentage of nitrogen is present in the air? Yes, 78% of nitrogen. 78% of nitrogen is present in the air. Means 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen is present in the air. Now 78% nitrogen is present in the air. Now who is using this nitrogen? Yes, the nitrogen is used by the plants. The nitrogen is used by the plants. Now but I am telling you 78% nitrogen is present in the plants. That plants are used, 78% nitrogen is present in the atmosphere. That same atmosphere plants will use. But now third point is like that, plants will not observe directly the nitrogen from the atmosphere. Now you are confused कि सर आप तो confuse कर रहे हो कि first you are saying कि 78% is present. Yes, plants are using. Yes, plants are using, but वो भी take in भी नहीं कर पा रहे. So how it is? Yes, so here the plants are not able to take the nitrogen directly from the atmosphere. Plants are not able to take nitrogen directly from the atmosphere. Here some of the organisms are helping to the plants to take the nitrogen. Rhizobium bacteria, you have learned in the grade 6, 7. Rhizobium bacteria helps the plant, they are helping the plants to take in the nitrogen. Where now they are living? Yes, the Rhizobium bacteria, they are living on the roots of leguminous plants such as beans and the peas. So they are living in the roots of that particular plant and they are giving the nitrogen to the plants. They are giving nitrogen to the plants. Now they are living under the roots, so whenever any organism is providing anything to other organism and that same organism is providing any other thing to that, so at that time it is known as synthesized relationship. Here in this case, Rhizobium bacteria provides nitrogen to the plants. Here the Rhizobium bacteria provide the nitrogen to the plants, and the same way that particular plant is giving shelter to the Rhizobium bacteria into the roots. So when the organisms are sharing anything with each other, at that time this is known as termed as a synthesized relationship, as in the alga and the fungus. So alga is a chlorophyll containing partner with the fungus. So alga is having chlorophyll, it means prepare the food, so it will give food to the fungus and fungus will provide water and shelter to the alga. So whenever the organisms are sharing the anything with each other, so this is termed as a synthesized relationship between the two particular organisms. So here in this also, Rhizobium converts the gaseous form of the nitrogen into the usable form that plants can intake that properly. Gaseous form the plants are not able to take, that's why they are converting into the usable form. So again, yes, they are helping the plants, so means organisms again are acting like a friend also. Yes, they are acting like a friend also with us. Now you are thinking, sir, they are helping to the plants, then why we will think that they are our friends? Beta, because plants are taking nitrogen. Now question is that कि why the plants are taking nitrogen? Plants nitrogen लेते क्यों है बेटा? Plants are taking nitrogen to synthesize protein. Plants are taking nitrogen to synthesize protein. So if plants are taking the nitrogen, they are synthesize protein synthesize कर रहे हैं. बेटा plants को वो nitrogen मिलेगा तो ही protein synthesize करेंगे, तो ही सारे functions आगे होंगे. So that's why organisms are helpful for the plants, as they are giving the important, we can say, gas to the plants, that is nitrogen, which help them to synthesize the protein. In the chapter first, crop production, we have seen that sometimes farmers are adding the nitrogenous fertilizers means that kind of fertilizers which are rich in only one nutrient. So they are adding nitrogenous fertilizers also. But if bacteria will help the plants to take the usable form of nitrogen directly through the roots, so that here the farmers will not use the fertilizers, because only nature is helping to each other. plants को shelter दे रहा है और बैक्टीरिया उसको नाइट्रोजन दे रहा है. तो यहाँ पर अगर हो रहा है तो farmers will not add the fertilizer into the soil. Now usable form they are converting. So how the plants will take now? So directly from the roots, plants will take the nitrogen, the usable form of nitrogen. They will take directly from the roots only. So nitrogen 78% is present, that you know. Nitrogen is the main component that is containing of chlorophyll, proteins, nucleic acids, contain protein, chlorophyll, nucleic acid and the vitamins in the living organisms. Yes, it's animals and the plants, they both are taking. Now animals, how they are taking nitrogen? Beta, see, the plants are getting nitrogen. The animals, what they will eat? Yes, they will also eat the plants only. They will eat the plants only. That's why this nitrogen which is present in the plants also, in the leaves also, that same will go in the animals also. Now the amount of nitrogen is constant in the nature. Why it is like so? The amount of nitrogen is constant in the atmosphere. वो same ही है बेटा, ऐसा क्यों? Now see, many times we have seen that certain animals and plants die. So what the organisms will start the feeding upon them. Microorganisms उस पे feed करना start कर देंगे. So they will take the nitrogen from that particular dead bodies and again they will mix into the soil only. So again the new plants will take the nitrogen. Certain organisms and blue-green algae also helps to convert the gaseous form of nitrogen into the soluble form. They are also helping to convert the same. We can say the percentage of nitrogen will remain same in the atmosphere, as some bacteria are feeding upon the dead plants and animals. So again they will mix the nitrogen which is present in their body to the soil. So this way the percentage we can say that 78 will remain same on in the atmosphere. So here also we can say organisms are helping to us as like a friend only. वो भी हमारे friend की तरह बेटा behave कर रहे हैं, as they are providing nitrogen to the plants. They are providing the nitrogen to the plants as nitrogen they need to synthesize the protein. If plants will take nitrogen, in the same way the same nitrogen goes into the animal also. Now in your textbook one nitrogen cycle is given. Let's see that what it is in that cycle. Okay, so open textbook page number 27. On that page number you are able to see a nitrogen cycle is given on that same page. Just now we have seen that nitrogen is helpful for the plants, as they are using the nitrogen to synthesize the protein, and as well as the animals are also getting the nitrogen gas if they are eating the same plants. Then certain organisms, Rhizobium name I have told you, and the blue-green alga helps to convert the gaseous form of nitrogen into the usable form. Now so in this way they are acting like us as a friends. Now see in that we can say a nitrogen cycle what actually it is. On top of we can see the atmospheric nitrogen. Yes, in nitrogen is present in the air, that's 71% of nitrogen. 78% just you have to write beta in your textbook, where the word atmospheric nitrogen is written. Here at that place you have to write 78%. That this percentage of you have to keep in mind that 78% of nitrogen is present. Then atmospheric nitrogen, after C what is written, nitrogen fixing bacteria fix atmospheric nitrogen. Abhi now some of the organisms helping to the plants to take in the nitrogen, as they are not able to utilize directly from the nature. Then again see what is there, bacteria in turn fix nitrogen into nitrogenous compounds. Now they are converting nitrogen into nitrogenous compounds of nitrogen in the soil. Now they have converted the gaseous form of nitrogen into usable form. Now the nitrogen is there in the compounds, it is there in the now soil. So when we can add water into the soil, so automatically with the help of the water, nitrogen will go into the plants with the help of the roots. bacteria turn compounds of nitrogen into the gaseous nitrogen. Then after see the compounds of nitrogen in the soil that uptake by the plants. Then plants will uptake the same. Plants उसको ले लेंगे बेटा. Animal eat plants. Now who will eat the plants? Animal will eat the plants. Nitrogenous waste from extraction from and death. So we have seen K from the animal extraction and when a plant and animal death, जब वो death हो जाएंगे बेटा, so some of the organisms will feed upon their dead bodies. So they will take the nitrogen from their bodies and again they will mix it into the soil. So this was about the nitrogen fixation and about the nitrogen cycle, that how the bacteria are also helpful for the plants as they are giving the nitrogen to them. So here I have completed all the topics of the second chapter, microorganisms, friend and the foe. So whatever doubt if you are having related to this video, you can ask from me on the online session. Thank you and have a nice day.